This is all within the last 5 years. So yeah, it might sound good that she's come to terms and come to this place where you want to pay 100%. You ain't got no choice. See, when she first got in the game and got with him, she had that Being Mary Jane 2013, 2019 BET money. Now things done dried up a little bit. Maybe she done had to be humble. Sit down.
You are watching a master at work.
The kid's back! Gabrielle Union is back in the headlines. I know she's one of those names that when you first hear her, you go, oh boy, what she done said now. Well, now she's going viral today because she sparks another discussion with her lifestyle and things that she chooses to talk about. And she's now saying that she's finally dropped her whole thing that she's running with, her whole narrative about she has to go 50-50 on bills with her husband. She ain't into that no more, apparently. This is what she said previously on the topic.
Did you develop that first sense of security?
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. Bitch, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat.
Now, granted, as an actress, maybe that's what kept her ambitious and pursuing her dreams and going after whatever it is, having that fire on under her to know that she gotta bring in a certain overhead. But let's just be realistic. She is married to an NBA ball player, not just any NBA ball player, one of the greats. So his money is more than straight to carry and cover everything. But that was a narrative that she decided to run with, and a lot of women felt a strong way about it and reacted to it, and it made a lot of waves across the culture, right? So she recently sat down for another interview, and it seems as though she might have changed her tune. And I think it's important that we discuss this as well, because I think it might be a little bit more on the surface than what it is that she's saying. Let's check out what she's saying today in 2025.
She said 50-50 or bust, right? And I meant that financially, spiritually, emotionally. And there's just a lot of days that I have 10% and I need him to be 90. There's days I don't have shit and I need him to be 100. It's a trauma response. And 50-50 is, I'm not going to be vulnerable enough to trust you with 100% of anything, not my heart, not my cash. And when I started to really address that, and I was like, do you want to pay whole mortgage? I thought I was about to die. I had such anxiety. Like I was crying, I was shaking. And he was like, you insisted on that. He's like, I thought it made you feel better. I'm like, it did. And right now I want to take it back. Now it sounds crazy to be like, you, Mr. NBA superstar who made a bazillion more amount of money than I do, can pay the mortgage, because I hate the feeling of releasing that to someone. And you release that to someone, chaos can happen. And it's brought us closer because he knows it's not about whether he can afford it. It's being vulnerable enough to be open enough to know that I'm okay. I'm okay as his wife. He's okay as my husband. I'm okay in this family. I'm okay in this home. I deserve it. And so I'm trying to expand my heart, expand all of the notions of what vulnerability can look like.
As you heal, as you evolve, as you lean more into vulnerability, you can also change how you feel about something, and it's okay. Sometimes when we build those walls up for safety or to keep what we think is harm out, we can also keep love out too.
Beautiful message, right? From the therapist or whoever this is at the end. But I would go ahead and say to myself, it sounds good, right? She's come to terms with it. And yeah, you gotta know, Gabby is somebody who's been very vocal about her past traumas and assault that she's been through and things like that. But it's interesting because she also has talked once about how she used to be the breadwinner in her former marriage, and she felt like that gave her the go ahead and the green light to cheat and all those other things. She's never been the breadwinner in this marriage, but that 50-50 thing was something she stood her ground on. So here we are, and she's asking her husband after all this time to go 100% and take care of everything, which he said, of course, he's more than willing and able to. But I just find that so interesting on a few levels, right? Sure, let's look at it on the surface level. He's retired, but technically, if we look at some of the roles that Gabrielle Union has been in lately, I'm not too sure she would be able to continue to make as much and carry those bills. Maybe the reality of life is starting to set in now as well, and she's an older actress, you know, a lot of older actresses start to talk about how much harder it is for them to get work as they age. And is Gabby facing the reality of the situation that she just not getting these roles anymore? So she need to humble herself a little bit? I think that's what may be more at play here. I mean, let's look at it. She was born in 72. That makes her about 53. She looks amazing. Let's give her props. Gabby looks amazing for her age, right? Beautiful. But let's look at the role. Upcoming roles she got: White Dave, Casket Girls, you know. Okay, cool. But recently she was in a movie called Riff Raff. I'm not too familiar with that. 6.4 rating out of 10. Let's see who starred in it. Jennifer Coolidge, Ed Harris. All right, this was definitely went straight to streaming. We ain't got to investigate that no more. Space Cadet, never heard of that one. That's a Amazon Prime movie, right? 2023 Storybots. She was on one episode. The Perfect Find. Truth Be Told, which was a 10 episode series that she was on. I don't know how long, if that's still going. It seems like it ended in 2023, at least her role. She did 10 episodes. Proud Family, 1 episode. Strange World, 2022. The Inspection, 2022. Cheaper by the Dozen, 2022. LA's Finest was canceled after 2020, and they got 26 episodes off. This is all within the last 5 years. So yeah, it might sound good that she's come to terms and come to this place where, do you want to pay 100%? Nigga, you ain't got no choice. See, when she first got in the game and got with him, she had that Being Mary Jane 2013, 2019 BET money. Now things done dried up a little bit. Maybe she done had to be humble, sit down, right? Because I think that's probably a little bit more at play as to why she's now humbling herself to be like, hey, husband, you got it. I ain't going, you know what I mean? She ain't trying to spend her bread like that no more. And, you know, on the other side, she just might be in a better place where she's healed and she's done the work. But from what I'm looking at, it looks more likely that Gabrielle understands her earning days might be a little bit behind her. And that's just the reality of it. And look, everybody got to do what works for you, right? Everyone has to do what works for them in their relationship. Don't model your situation after others, because nobody knows the intricate details, the ins and outs, the arrangements, things like that people have. So do what works for your relationship. If you get somebody and y'all could do 50-50 and that works for everybody, great. If one person could cover 100% of it, great. And that's male or female. There's a lot of women out here who killing the game. And I know it ain't the most alpha thing to say, like, let her get out there and get to it, but that's just what it is. Sometimes you might come across a woman who got the bag. Play your position. Ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if you done found a way to invest in her and build her up. And, you know, that's just my opinion on it. What y'all think, man? Y'all get in the comments. Y'all think Gabby has just grown, or is she realizing she getting old now? So she gotta, you know what I mean? She gotta come to terms with her earning potential ain't what it was back in the day. Calm your ass down, talking all that. So now you need me. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? 50-50 sounded real good when you was making that money. Imagine if a man did that. Imagine if a man came home and was like, yo, my wife got a good job. And you know what? I'm no longer interested in trying to participate in the workforce. I just want to have a happy life. Let her take care of all the bills. Let her take care of all the bills. I just want to live a happy life and be supportive and all of that. Y'all think that would fly? They'd be killing him. But that's how it goes in the world. Like, it's just the difference between males and females. Like, and that's cool, you know? It's just that when people try to deny that there's a difference, that's when it get weird. Y'all get in the comments, man. Hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all again for watching. Bandana B. Until next time, I'm going.